Have you ever shown up to class absolutely exhausted? And you're thinking, wait a second, I thought I'm supposed to be tired at the end of class, not at the start of class. We need to know what are the best methods of recovering for jiu-jitsu. I don't care how many ice baths you do, you got to handle the basics first. Then we can dabble with these other things like foam rollers, massage guns. Look, that's all great and well, but let's cover our basics first and then get into those things. I'm going to give you 3 very simple things. Let's get into it right now. All right, the first thing when it comes to recovering for jiu-jitsu, this may surprise you, but it is sleep. Listen, I'm not here to tell you how much sleep you need. Everybody has to figure that out on their own, but you know the amount of sleep you get when you just feel exhausted a day, and you know the amount of sleep that's just too much. And it ranges. Some people tell me, man, I'm good with 5 hours, 6, 7, 8. I don't know your number, but you have probably figured that out at this point in life, and so you can be accountable to what number you need to get rest. That's up to you. You got to figure it out, but you've got to be committed to get that sleep that you need. Good, deep sleep is necessary for recovery, and it's amazing how many people don't get just the hours they need. That shocks me. Get the rest you need. I promise you, that's going to benefit your recovery. All right, number 2, another one that might surprise you, hydration. Most people are clinically dehydrated. That's the average person. Now think about this. Jiu-jitsu, we are increasing our output from the average person as we work submissions, as we work to defend submissions, as we grapple with one another, and that demand of our body is incredibly high. You know that our demand for water just went through the roof. Right? If the average person needs this much, then those of us training jiu-jitsu need this much. And I have learned something that does not come naturally. You have to work to get the right amount of water in your system. I've seen some people carrying around a jug of water. That's fine. I'm not saying you need a gallon a day. Again, it's kind of like sleep. Whatever amount you think you need, though, I think you need to increase your water from there. And you have to be intentional. It doesn't happen naturally. So make sure you're drinking water throughout the day, not just trying to stack it all up like I went to class, let me drink my gallon of water. Like from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, there should be a consistent drinking of water from start to finish, spread out throughout the day, not just packed in a little. Stay hydrated. I promise you that's going to help your recovery. All right, last and certainly not least is stretching. Flexibility. It's a thing, right? This is incredibly beneficial, and actually not only would it help you recover, it will also help you in your techniques, because the more flexible you are, the better you're going to be at jiu-jitsu. That's just a fact. So work on your flexibility. And again, I would say it's kind of like a water. It's great if you can just hit some stretches throughout the day. Some people stretch before class. Great. If that's part of your warm-up routine, you get the blood flowing, do a little stretching. Great. You want to stretch after class? Great. Also, find some times around the house, maybe right when you get off work, before you go to work, on lunch break. Find times throughout the day. Hey, you ain't got to do a full 30-minute stretching routine. Hit a little 5-minute stretching routine, though. Get the hams loose, get the back loose, get some flexibility back. Increase your flexibility, or for those of you who are super flexible, maintain that. But I have a feeling most of us could go for a little increasing of flexibility. That's it. I told you 3 simple things right off the top. I know we've got ice baths. I know we've got all of those things are great too, but we got to start with the most basic. Are you sleeping? Are you getting enough rest? Are you staying hydrated? And are you stretching throughout the day? If those 3 things aren't happening, I promise you, I don't care how many ice baths you do, you got to handle the basics first. Then we can dabble with these other things like foam rollers. Great, fantastic. I'm down with all the fun things that we got going, massage guns. Look, that's all great and well, but let's cover our basics first and then get into those things. That's my tips. I think if you do those things, it will absolutely benefit you. I know it has done so for me in my jiu-jitsu, and anything I do, throwing football, swimming with the kids, keeps me energized throughout the day. And here's the way I know. Because when I don't get those things, guess what? It all goes plummeting, and I feel that I'm not recovered because I'm not drinking water, I'm not sleeping, or I'm not staying flexible. So I feel that when I lack one of those 3 things. It makes a big impact. I hope you are encouraged, and I hope you give it a shot, and I think you will feel the difference. Guys, until next time, train on.